What is up, everybody? My name is Logan Strome. Welcome to CTF Strome Talks Football. This morning, I did see the Pro Bowl rosters were announced, so I thought today would be fun to go over them and react to them and give you my opinions on every roster. I haven't seen any of it yet. I wanted to wait to post it for you guys so you can get a clear reaction out of me. So let's get started. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on notification bells so you don't miss any of my videos whenever I post. With all that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, so the very first position we're going to go over here is quarterbacks, and we're going to start off with the AFC. So the first one we've got is, looks like it's Josh Allen, and the scrolling shitty, so it's going to show Joe Burrow as well. So far, I really like this one. The last one we've got is Lamar. Yeah, this is a good quarterback list so far. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't put in Mahomes because, in my opinion, like as great as he is at getting Super Bowls, he is not like a Pro Bowl quarterback this season. He's not as good as Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, or Lamar this season. So I like this selection so far. Alright, so let's take a look at the running backs. We've got Derrick Henry, that's an obvious. We've got Joe Mixon and Jonathan Taylor. Okay, that's pretty good. Devon Achane might have got a little bit snubbed here, but honestly, I like this top three. All three of them have been really good this season. I guess I would say that James Cook got a little bit snubbed too, but honestly, this is a pretty good top three, so I'm not complaining. Alright, let's keep going. The wide receivers. So the first... Oh, okay, we got fullback first. Okay, Patrick Richard. Okay, that's a pretty obvious one. Like, he's in it every single year. Like, there's no one else you could put in there. Alright, wide receivers. Alright, we got Jamar Chase. That's an obvious one. He's been the best receiver this season. Nico Collins. Okay, that's a pretty solid one. Alright, this is the first one I don't like. Zay Flowers. Alright. The fourth one, Jerry Jeudy. Okay, that's a solid one. Yeah, I do not like Zay Flowers in there, man. Like, I feel like Brian Thomas got snubbed. I feel like he would have been a good replacement. But, like, I don't know, man. Zay Flowers is just so hit or miss. I just don't think he was a Pro Bowler this season. Like, let me know in the comments how you feel about this one. I don't know, man. I don't think this was a good one. Alright, so now we got tight ends. We've got Brock Bowers and looks like Travis Kelce. Okay, yeah, those two are very obvious. The two of the best tight ends in the AFC. Brock Bowers was the best tight end in football this season as a rookie. He was insanely good. Like, that's an obvious. And then Travis Kelce, even though he might have slowed down a little bit this season, like, he was still, like, one of the best tight ends in football. So, yeah, it would be pretty wrong to not have him in there unless he just took a huge step back. But, yeah, this is a good one. This is a good tight ends list right here. Alright, so let's go on to the linemen. We got Deion Dawkins, Rashawn Slater, Laramie Tunsil, Quentin Nelson, Trey Smith, Joe Dunley, and Creed Humphrey. Wow, that's 3 offensive linemen from the Chiefs. Holy crap. Yeah, that's a pretty solid list. All these linemen are really good, especially Laramie Tunsil and especially Deion Dawkins. Quentin Nelson's also really good, and damn, 3 offensive linemen from the Chiefs. That's honestly insane. Alright, so let's move on here. Now we're getting to the defense, I would say. Oh yeah, Linderbaum too. Okay, we got Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson. Okay, that's pretty good for defensive ends. I like that a lot. I love Trey Hendrickson. I'm glad he's in the Pro Bowl here. All right, let's keep going to the D tackles. Cam Hayward, Chris Jones. Oh yeah, I don't know why I always pronounce this dude's name wrong, but he's an absolute stud, man. I really like this selection. I love the D tackle selection. I don't know if I just haven't watched Cam Hayward that much, but has he really been the best defensive tackle in the AFC this year? Like, I don't know. I have to look. And then linebackers, we've got Nick Bonito, okay. Khalil Mack, T.J. Watt, that's an obvious one. And then Zaire Franklin from the Colts. I thought there wasn't going to be a Pro Bowler this season on the Colts. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we got Roquan Smith. We got Marlon Humphrey. Oh, that's a good one. Derek Stingley Jr. I love that pick. I love Derek Stingley. He's a stud. Pat Surtain. Denzel Ward. Okay, that's a good one, but you want to know who really got snubbed? Christian Gonzalez, man. And it's because he's on the Patriots. Like, dude, he's so good. He sticks to wide receivers like glue. Like, he's like unbeatable almost. He's such a good corner. Why is he not getting recognized? Yeah, that might be the biggest snub so far, man. I really don't like that one. All Alright, so now we got the safeties. We've got Minka Fitzpatrick. That's a good one. Kyle Hamilton, that he's obviously been one of the best safeties like his whole career. Okay, we got Derwin James. Okay, that's a good solid of safeties. I thought Derwin James was a little quiet this season. That might just be me, but I don't know. That's a good solid list of safeties. I like it. Let's go to the kicker. Chris Boswell. Yeah, best kicker in football right now. Like I don't think anyone else would have topped him. Like that's the perfect pick right there. And then I guess if we want to go to special teams, we got Logan Cook for the punter. We got kick returner Marvin Mims. That's a good one. And then yeah, we got those two right there. Yeah, pretty solid lineup for the AFC. I shall say. I don't like Zay Flowers in there. I will say that. I think Brian Thomas would have been good in there. Like that's just me. Uh, I really don't like that Christian Gonzalez isn't in here. I would definitely replace Denzel Ward with Christian Gonzalez because I think he deserves it. He's one of the best corners in football. And other than that, this is a solid list for the AFC. I like this list a lot. Like, there's a lot of good players that deserve to be in here, and some of the choices I thought they weren't going to make, they did. So, yeah, solid list so far. I like it. All right, so now we've got the NFC. Let's see what we got here. The first one we've got is Jaden Daniels. Okay, that's a good one. Then we got Sam Darnold. I love that one. And Jared Goff. Okay, that's a good top three. I like that one a lot. Like, I guess if you want to say Baker Mayfield got snubbed, like that's a good one to say. But honestly, I like this top three. Jared Goff and Baker Mayfield this season is like neck and neck, but I like Jared Goff in there. So, yeah, I'd say that's a solid top three. Baker Mayfield, I would say, should be in there too, but honestly, they can make They can only make three. All right, let's keep going. Running backs, we've got Saquon. That's too easy. All right, we got Jahmyr Gibbs. And we've got Josh Jacobs. Okay, I like that one a lot. Like, that's good. Yeah, I don't think there's really anyone else you could say who got snubbed. I guess Bucky Irving's a good one you could say. I mean, CMC, obviously, but, like, honestly, he was hurt all year. Like, obviously you can't have him in the Pro Bowl. Aaron Jones, I guess you can say, got snubbed, but honestly, I like this top three a lot. Like, I feel like if David Montgomery was healthy, he'd be in here too, but honestly, like, this is a good list. This is a good top three. I like this one a lot. Oh, okay. Alright, before we go, I guess one you could definitely say got snubbed, Bijan Robinson. Okay, that's one I could say got snubbed, but honestly, this group of running backs in the NFC was really tough this season, so honestly, this is a good top three, but yeah, Bijan got snubbed, I will say. All right, we got the fullback here. Like, who else could it be? It's Kyle Juszczyk. It's going to be Kyle Juszczyk every single year. Like, no fullback will ever be as good as him, and nobody will beat him in the Pro Bowl, like, ever. All right, receivers, we've got Justin Jefferson. That's a good one. We got CeeDee Lamb. Okay. All right, we got Terry McLaurin. I love that one. And then we got Amon St. Brown. Yeah, I really like the receivers list. Probably four of the best receivers out of the NFC this year. I guess you can say Mike Evans got a little robbed here, but honestly, like, no disrespect on him at all, but I think if he would have played a little bit more, he, like, this season didn't get hurt, like, I think he would be in here, but just because he got hurt for the short amount of time, I think that's the reason why he got snubbed out of the Pro Bowl. But honestly, I feel like we'll see him in a Pro Bowl jersey later. Like, I don't know, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, this is a good top four. NFC so far is looking really good. All right, let's keep going here. George Kittle, that's an obvious one for a tight end. And then the other one is, oh, I love this one. Trey McBride. That's a great one. I love that they did this, man. Like, I was hoping he made the Pro Bowl because for a sec I was worried that they weren't paying attention to him. But, yeah, this is a great tight end right here. He's going to be one of the best in the league later. And he already is, man. Like, as soon as, like, guys like Kelsey, like, retire, they're going to start paying attention to Trey McBride more. Like, he's a stud. So yeah, these two tight ends, perfect selections. No one else would have replaced them. I love this one a lot. George Kittle and Trey McBride. Those are the two best tight ends in the NFC. They got it on the dot. All right, let's keep going. Lane Johnson. All right, we got Penei Sewell. I love Penei Sewell. He's one of my favorite offensive linemen in the league. Tristan Wirfs. That's a great one. Landon Dickerson. That's another great one. We got Chris Lindstrom. That's another great lineman for the Falcons. We got Tyler Smith. Okay, that might be a little bit, I don't know. What? I don't know. We'll see. And then we got Cam Jurgens. I really like Cam Jurgens. He's not like Jason Kelsey at all. Like, nobody can beat him out. But honestly, like, he did a great job this season for replacing Kelsey. He was a good center. And then the next one we've got is Frank Ragnow. Like, who else would it have been, man? Like, he's one of the best. He's one of the best linemen in the league for, like, probably the best line in football. So, yeah, I think this lineup of offensive linemen is really good for the NFC. I like it a lot. And for those of you that are trying to say Trent Williams got snubbed, stop it, bro. Stop it. He's been hurt almost all year, and when he did play, he looked so out of shape, man. Like, he will always be one of the best linemen in NFL history, but this season, he was not a Pro Bowler, so stop that nonsense. Alright, so let's move on to the defense. The first one we've got is Nick Bosa. I mean, just for the name itself, I would think he'd be in here, but honestly, like, other than last week, I don't think he was all that great compared to how he usually is. We got Rashawn Gary. Okay, that's a good one. And then we got Micah Parsons. I didn't know he was a defensive end now. So, yeah, I'd say that's a good one. Like, top three, I mean, there's obviously could be somebody better in here, but honestly, like, this isn't too bad. I'm not complaining at all. Alright, so let's move on. We've got Jalen Carter for the Eagles. Okay, I like that one. We got Dexter Lawrence, one of my favorite defensive players in the league. And then the next one we've got is Vita Vea, man. Like, I love Vita Vea. He's one of my favorites too. So, yeah, I really like this top three. Honestly, defensive tackles is mostly strength on the AFC side of things, but the defensive tackles we've got in the NFC like are pretty bare bones, but they're pretty obvious when you spot them. So, yeah, I really like these ones a lot. So, well, yeah, this is a good three. All right, let's keep going. Jonathan Griard for the Vikings. I like that one a lot. He's been one of the best linebackers in football this season. Oh, I love this one too. Andrew Van Ginkel. He's been one of the most underrated linebackers this season. I love this selection. And then we've got Jared Verse, the rookie out of from the Rams. I like that one a lot too. Look, this is a very good linebacker list so far. Okay, we got one more. We got two more. We got Zach Braun from the Eagles. That's a good one. And then we got Fred Warner. Yeah, obviously Fred Warner's going to be in there. He's been the best linebacker his whole career, honestly. He's been the best linebacker in football for like 4 or 5 straight seasons, man. Like, he's been elite. So, yeah, I really like this linebacker list, especially the Vikings one, just because they're very deserving. And honestly, other than Van Ginkel, like, they just haven't been hurt as much, and like they've obviously been really good. So, yeah, I like this list a lot. All right, let's go on to the corners. So, the first corner I'm seeing might be a little bit of a toss-up for me. J.C. Horn, I mean, okay. The next one we've got is Jalen Johnson. He's obviously a great corner. I like that one a lot. And we got another Viking in here. We got Byron Murphy, man. Like, okay, and then the last one we've got is Devin Witherspoon. He's been a really great corner, too. This corner list is okay. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of J.C. Horn. Like, if somebody else could replace him, maybe that'd be better. I don't know. Like, I didn't really see any, like, great corners out of the NFC this season. Like, and the ones that were great, like, we're having pretty much down years. But, I don't know. J.C. Horn's a little bit overrated to me. Like, maybe I'll have to watch more clips of him from this season. Like, I don't know. Jalen Johnson I really like. He's been one of the best corners despite the Bears struggling. Byron Murphy I really like just because he's been a huge part of the Vikings' defensive successes. And then Devin Witherspoon has been one of the best corners in football ever since he's been in the league. So, yeah, there's some good ones in there, but I don't know. I'm kind of tossed up with J.C. Horn. All right, next we got the safeties. We've got Xavier McKinney. I like this one a lot. Like, he's been a really good safety. All right, next we've got Budda Baker, who's been continuously being great. And then we got Brian Branch. Okay, that's a great one. I like that list a lot. Like, they're 3 really good safeties. I mean, Hufanga, like, as much as I love him, like, he got kind of, he was hurt almost all year, so I can't say he got snubbed because he hardly played. And then, there's really no one else to say, really. Like, this was a good list right here. I think all 3 of these are really good safeties and the best safeties in the NFC. I really like Brian Branch. He's really underrated. So, yeah, this is good so far. Defensively, other than, I would say, J.C. Horn, I really like the defense out of the NFC. This is good selections. All right, and to end it off, we've got Brendan Aubrey for the Cowboys. I mean, there's a couple other kickers you can say in here, but honestly, like, Brendan Aubrey's a elite talent. He's one of the best kickers in football. I mean, if you want to say Jake Bates got snubbed, like I guess you could say that, but he's been elite as well. But honestly, Brendan Aubrey's been the better kicker. Honestly, like, dude, his ability to kick far ranges is something like we haven't seen in a long time than Justin Tucker in his prime. So, yeah, as much as I don't like the Cowboys at all, like, Brandon Aubrey is a deserving Pro Bowler. Like, this is a perfect selection. All right, Jack Fox is the punter. Kevontae Turpin for the Cowboys. I like that one. He's been a really good kick returner, like one of the best in football. So that's a good one. And then we got those two in the bottom. Yeah, so far the NFC here is pretty good. There's a couple of them that are kind of questionable, like J.C. Horn, and I guess I would say, as far as I'm seeing, like, there's really no one else. Honestly, this is a pretty good selection. I guess the only ones I could say got snubbed were Mike Evans and someone else out of the corner group, because I don't really care for J.C. Horn. But yeah, this is a good list, man. I like it. Alright, so I know that was extremely short, so to end it off here, I'm going to show you my reactions of, like, every score that's happened in college football, because I made predictions on Monday. So, it's not showing on the screen here, but Penn State, like, whooped Boise State. Like, I was like I said in the video, I wasn't really shocked if Penn State was going to win, because they're a great team, but I will say, like, Boise State really proved one thing, is that they are nothing without Sean Genty, and I think next season, unless they get someone huge next season, like when they look around, like, they're gonna take a huge nosedive down. But other than that, like, it was a pretty solid game. All right, the next one we got was Texas at Arizona State. This one really shocked me. I mean, at the start, the game didn't shock me at all. Like, Texas was really putting it to Arizona State, and then Arizona State just somehow came back, made it a game, and they went to overtime. And hell, Arizona State almost won, man. Like, I was rooting for Arizona State. They looked really good in this game. Like, this was a pleasant surprise, even though Arizona State lost. Like, honestly, they looked really good. Like, they impressed me a lot. So this was a really good game, but I think Texas is a really good team, so I'm glad they won. And then here's the game I was waiting to talk about, man. Oregon, like, they're the biggest frauds. Like, you guys had me saying you guys were the best team in college football. You guys were going all the way. That no other team was going to beat you. And then you go out and you get absolutely stomped by Ohio State. Like, this was embarrassing, man. Like, you guys are frauds. You guys made me look like an ass. So, yeah, I'm not going to be rooting for you guys again. So, yeah, good game by Ohio State and good win. So, I don't really care for Ohio State, but honestly, I can respect teams that can put overhyped teams down the drain. So, yeah, good one. And there you guys have it. That was me reacting to every Pro Bowler on the rosters this season, and also reacting to the college scores at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know this video was short, but I wanted to give you guys some content today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments how you think the Pro Bowl rosters look, and let me know who got snubbed and who would you put instead, and who would you replace. I would love to know. So with that being said, this is where I'm ending off today. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos whenever I post. I'm Logan Sharon. I'll see you next time.